What up, love buzz? Okay, so these are some of the products that I'm using now. These is inexpensive, not that much, at a reasonable price. Y'all know I use some high end price products. Sometimes I use the lower, more budgeted priced items on my skin, and so because I had got a chemical peel, I'm using the more lower budgeted chemicals on my face this week. So this is before church. I was getting ready for church. I normally don't like doing the extra care stuff on a Sunday, but I had no choice because baby, my legs was a little hairy, so I had to do what I had to do. I went last night to Ross to get my niece a dress, and I had seen that Be Fresh. I've never used that before, but we're gonna see what I need to do. And of course, I love my Milk Dove, baby. That Milk Dove do what it need to do. If you got eczema, great product for people with eczema. Great product with people with any skin condition because it's very gentle on the skin. And you gotta have baby powder when you're a big girl. Also, you gotta have some cocoa butter when you have dry skin. You gotta have that lotion as well. Dry skin. Please do not use the Nair without gloves. And this right here is the oil that you use on your face. I went into the shower and I did everything I needed to do. Then I came out and do my face routine. Of course, I'm not one of them girls that like to do showers on a live stream or pre-recorded video. So I did all that. Then I got out. But that's the oil I use first, and that's just to get all the extra dirt out. Then I began to brush my teeth, and I started using this toothpaste because I noticed that my teeth get a little darker because if you drink coffee, that happens sometimes. But it is what it is. And so now I'm finna get to wash my face with my gentle skin wash that I got from my place where I get my chemical peels at done. Sorry for the pause. And then that is the spray that goes with it. It's a moisturizer. It says toner, but it's a moisturizer as well. So I've been using it. I really don't see a benefit in it, but I know for the wash I like it. That right there I love. I love that right there. So smooth your skin. It's like really gentle on your skin. Like I like the way it feels on my skin. I like stuff that feels smooth. So I like it. So far I've been liking it. It has smoothed out my skin. My skin is not rough. I like the texture of my skin since I've been using it, and it make my pores not so as dilated. And I've been using eye patches for the past maybe 2 days. The person that did my chemical peel told me that I should get eye patches because she wanted me to use tea bags, but I didn't want to do the tea bag method because I didn't feel like drinking the tea and all that. So I said, let me just go ahead and get the eye patches. And I got those eye patches from also last night at Ross. So I don't know how they work. That particular brand is a cheap brand, but I like the way it feels up under my eyes. So far, so good. It had the retinol one, and it also had the vitamin C. This is the vitamin C, and the one I use the vitamin C. Then at night I use the retinol. I just like the way it feel on my skin, like it soothes my skin. And of course, she told me to wait a few days before I did anything with retinol or vitamin C, so I did that. This is my favorite coffee. Nowadays, I used to use Folgers, but I just got into the Maxwell, and I just love the way it tastes. It's not strong, it's just smooth, honey. That breakfast blend, it do what it needs to do. Not too strong, not too weak. And then I went back after I drank my coffee. I had one of those to sit for 10 minutes, the eye patches, so I had to go drink my coffee, then go back to my skin routine. So I went ahead and did the sunscreen. And I know y'all, we black girls, and we believe that we don't have to have sunscreen. Us African American women, us colored women believe that we don't need sunscreen, but we do. We absolutely need sunscreen at all times, even on our skin. Like when I go out and I'm gonna be out for a long period of time, I love to use sunscreen because my skin, with me having lupus, will burn. And on top of that, you just need sunscreen. Like this summer, we got to get us some good sunscreen, and this is one of the products I like for sunscreen. It's the best one I've used yet. And then I got my bio oil, and of course I started using that bio oil again in the last few days, and that will help you with your scarring. If you have stretch marks and stuff, I stand by that product because I've used it before many years ago. When I tell you I had stretch marks on my stomach from my first child, they lighten up so much you didn't even know they was even there. So I know for a fact it does work, the bio oil. And make sure you moisturize them lips. And excuse my bed, I was cleaning out my bags because I had been going shopping all for like the last week, and I just been shopping and putting everything in a big black bag. And I started taking everything out the black bag and sorting it out where it needed to go at. And so then I ended up doing my Love Zone because I had her shave when I shave, I try to get her to shave, encourage her to shave as well, so we can just be, help on a routine. And then she's a teenager, sometimes she forgets, and I want her to get into loving her skin, get into understanding that as a young lady, she has to be, fresh, has to be decent looking, and as a young lady, she has to not be hairy. Excuse our nails, we've been busy. I haven't had time to take her to the nail shop, but we will get there this week. So I ended up shaving her face because she is hairy. Like, on her face, she's very hairy. She had a little mustache, a little stash. So I had to get that little stash off of her face. So I put the oil that I use for the dirt, I use that on her to do the shave. And that is a gentle one, so you can use it on your kids. And I will show you that product again at a later date and explain to you what it is. I realized that the aging products work really well on skin, so that's what I've been using, a lot of aging products lately. They're not harsh, and they really work. They have my pores and my cheeks are not dilated anymore like they were, and I've only been using their products for about maybe a week, if that. So I really kind of like the aging products more, and they're not expensive. If you go to like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or either Ross or something like that, they're not that expensive, but they're very effective for not being expensive. I love effective, cheap products, especially when you're on a budget. Y'all excuse my husband. He's talking to our dog in the back. He is so greedy. Want to eat every time somebody eat, he has to have some. So I had went on ahead and finished doing everything I need to do for her face. I had to get up and wash her face and then just come back. And I went on with the rest of it. She do not use the same chemicals that I use. She uses a more gentle one. She got scared right there. She thought I was gonna cut her, and so when I do her face, I always do the eyebrows as well, because her eyebrows get pretty thick. And she just talking up something and scared. I'm finna get her braces did. She finna get her braces did very, very soon. Within the next month or so, she should have her braces on. She had a few things she had to go get done to get them. You see how hairy she is? She's a hairy girl. Oh, I was arching that other eyebrow. And she's holding the camera, but the way she's holding the camera, you didn't see me arching it. And always use toner. I always use toner, and that's a good toner to use. And I use the Coast RX on her. COS RX. It's gentle. It's not too strong, and I use it on her face. And it's been working all right for her. I don't like to let her use the same thing I use because she is a teenager, and we don't like to put anything harsh on younger children's faces, because you don't know if they're gonna have a reaction to what they're really allergic to until you actually use that product. And if you never use anything like a serum or wash on their face, you wouldn't want to use something that you don't know how their skin will react to it. It can actually make their face, worse off than better. Because when they become teenagers, sometimes they get acne, and sometimes when they hit puberty, they get acne, or either they get just a little pigmentation from being in the sun and not using sunscreen. They start getting into the sun more than we are, because they're doing activities at school and different things like that, and they're not using sunscreen because that's just something that don't be on teenagers' mind. And so they start getting more hyperpigmentation than we do sometimes. Acne scars because they don't know not to pick and stuff like that. So I recommend everybody to get their children some skincare stuff. Even the boys. Get the boys some too. Y'all may think that boys don't need it. Boys need it as well. Start them off on a routine early, so that way they can know how to do when they get a little older, and so that they won't You know, to get into a routine of taking care of themselves. That's why I like to get my boys' feet there so they can be in a routine of knowing that no woman want their feet to be all raggedy and have their feet all over them like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I put sunscreen on her face because we're gonna be out for a while today. So I put sunscreen on her face. But get your kids into a routine like that.